All right, I'm gonna do the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle again today because I don't know. I just felt like doing them again, basically. I was thinking about doing the Dordle, and people always request the Quordle, so I figured why not just do all of them again. Now, I also had a suggestion from someone to do round table for a start, and I thought that was a good start. I do like doing a 2-word start that has, you know, several good letters and a few middle-of-the-road letters, and this feels like one of those, so... And it's just, you know, the words fit together well. Round table. Okay, well. All right. Well, not a great start after all. So we've already checked A, E, O, and U. So we have to have only I and Y. Obviously I want to reuse the N and the O. Yeah, so, I mean, S and I are the two main letters I want to use now. I think H, C, maybe G, P would be good, those letters. Could do something, I was gonna say something I-N-G, but, oh, why did I say there's an O right here. An O is a vowel. I said they had to be I's or Y's, but that's an O, so that was wrong. Anyways, I think I'm still waking up. It's like 9 o'clock. I've been up for several hours, but I think my brain is still waking up. So, anyways, I was gonna say we could do an ing, but the N would be in the same spot, so we don't want to do that. But, all right, so I think what I'm gonna do is infos. It's a new spot for the N, new spot for the O. Checks for an I and an S. F isn't a bad letter. Let's go with that. I like that. Okay, well, we found the O. There is an S. Not surprisingly, there is an I over here. So this is only O's unless there's a Y, and this is only I's unless there's a Y. And okay, so could it be like I-N-I something? Minim? That's possible. That's a tricky one with the double M and the double I. Now the other one over here, I'm wondering if it could have a double O. Something like spoon, but there's no N, or spoof or spool. Spook would work. Spook and minim are my current thoughts, although neither one is really great. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do skimp, which will check for the S at the beginning over here. If there's a K, if there's a P, it'll also check for the existence of an M over here. It'll rule out another spot for an I, probably. If it's minim, it'll rule out a spot. But if we get the M, then I'm gonna guess minim. I think that's a good way to kind of check, at least to rule out minim and or spook with one guess, instead of guessing them each. Okay, so it's not spook, but there is a K. So... I'm still thinking, oh, okay, I like that, but shook. Shook would work. I like shook over there, and on this side, oh, there's no M, but we did rule out a spot for the I. So what else could it be? Oh, we could do CH, like cinch. Cinch would work. Winch. Cinch or winch would work there. Well, what I'm thinking is maybe doing winch, because if it is cinch, you know, we'll get it from there. The problem is we've only got 3 guesses left. We've got 2 words to get. I was thinking that this would also check for the H over here, and also check W and C, just in case there's something I'm not thinking of that could use those over here. Let's do winch. Okay, well there is a C. Okay, this is gonna be shook, I think. It's S, the H has gotta be there. I think it's gotta be shook, right? Yeah, it's gotta be shook, let's go with that. Okay, it's shook. Now on this other one, so we found the N. The I is either 4th or 5th. feel like it's gonna be like this, but what is gonna be at the beginning? Oh, cynic. It's gonna be cynic with a Y. Yeah, I think it's gotta be cynic. Okay, cynic and shook. Well, that was more of a struggle than I was expecting it to be. Wow. All right, well, we're gonna move on to the Quordle and use cynic and shook and hopefully have better luck. All right, here we go. Cynic and shook. All right, well, I mean, nothing here. We did get some greens here. We got a green here. We got the most on this. Ooh, there's a double O, which is interesting. Now, knowing there's a double O and one of those can't be fourth, I mean, it's gotta be like this, right? The problem is there's a lot of things that could be, I think. I'm sure everybody is immediately thinking of either booby or poopy, so we'll just get those out of the way. So, tootie, why not? So, I'm not gonna guess anything there yet, because I think there's too many possibilities. We'll hope that guessing the other words will get us some letters that will help us with that one. Now, so, the first one and the last one, we have no vowels. There's no O or I or Y. So there's got to be A, E, or U. Now, A and E are obviously the best letters to try. Now, this one up here, H-O, we could have a U there or an O or an A there. We can't have an O. We could have an A or a U. Something like ghoul. Ghoul would work. Now, with the H second and no S or C, that's interesting. So we could have a T. Something like thorn, but there's no N. There's got to be something that could be with a T. P, phone, but there's no N. Otherwise, ghoul's not too bad, actually. So I definitely want to do something with probably a G and an L or a U and an L, or, you know, at least two of those three letters to check for that possibility. Let's do glare. That's 5 new letters. We don't have anything on the first word. We only have the S on the second word. That will check for the G and the L up here, and I think it's gonna be ghoul if we get the G and the L. I think that's pretty good. Let's go with that. Okay, it is gonna be ghoul, I think. Because, I mean, it's either this, and then what would come at the end. You know, it's not gold. Gold, that's a weird way to spell it. So I think it's gotta be ghoul. All right, ghoul. And this one does have a U, and this has a U. Okay, good. Now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, this has an L, so probably something like this, or, ooh, it could be looky. No, there's no K. Loopy would work. Loomy? Is that a thing? No. Loopy's pretty good. Looty? I don't think is a word, no. So loopy's pretty good. If it was O-O-L-Y, what would it be? Tooly, maybe? Fooly? Pooly? These all, like, almost sound like words, but I'm not convinced that they are. Yeah, those aren't actual words. There are things that people might say. But not really. So I think loopy is pretty good there. I feel like there's got to be other possibilities though. Okay, let's look up here. We've got L and U, and there's an A, but not in the middle. Now, I don't think it's gonna be UA. Probably not. So I think it's gonna be AL something U. Album? Album's pretty good. Let's go with album. It's album. Okay, good. And that found the M down here. Awesome. So, it didn't help us with this one at all, but I think loopy is really good there. I'm gonna go with loopy. Okay, it was loopy, and there's a P. All right, so I'm thinking the U probably in the middle, so we could do SPU, but then it would have to be M there, or we could do SM. U, but then we could do something like sump, but so the only vowel we have is the U. Sumps? Sumps would work. That's a weird word though. Stump, stump, stump. Stump is much better. Much, much better. We hadn't done a T yet. All right, let's go with stump. Okay, stump. Much better than sumps. All right, album, ghoul, loopy, and stump. Yeah, none of those are like super weird. Ghoul is probably the weirdest one because of the GH at the beginning. You know, loopy's got the double O, but yeah, interesting. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Octordle and do album, ghoul, loopy, and stump. All right, here we go. Album, ghoul, loopy. We're checking lots of spots for L's, and unfortunately there's only 2 words with L's, but it's all right. Loopy and stump, couple spots for the P, couple spots for the M's, but none of them have an M. Only one has a P, so great. All right, let's look at what we've got here. We've got a lot of, it looks like we've got a lot here, but we don't actually. We've got just the O and the L, and there's a P, so, but there's only one O, we know that. Now, we've checked A, O, and U. We haven't done E or I. So we've got this. This is what we've got. And we know there's not a second O, which is helpful, because it's not, you know, O-O-L. Could it be... Ooh, I was gonna say spoil, but, because the P could be second. That's pretty good, but it can't be an S. So I don't think that works. So if it's P, it'd be P-I-O or P-E-O. If it's not a vowel after the P, we could do we could do prowl. Prowl is good. I haven't done an R yet. Okay, I like prowl there. I'm not quite confident enough to guess it yet, but I'm probably gonna come back to that because I'm not seeing much on these other ones. We do have 4 that end in Y's. Wow, 4 that end in Y's. Okay, this has L, 3rd or 4th, or maybe both. We could do like an LLY, something like jelly. I'm definitely not guessing something with a J at this point, but that's got a good possibility, I feel like. Interesting. Okay, we've got a couple with B's here, but I just don't know enough. You know, something like based, but there's no T. Basic would work. Now, I'm tempted to try basic, actually. I like prowl. I don't know. So the good thing about basic here, the reason I'm tempted to try it is, I mean, it's got a possibility that it could be right? But also, it's new spots for the B and the A on this word, the A here, the A here. So we've got 4 words with A's, so it's a new spot for the A on all 4 of those. It checks I and C for all the words, because we haven't done those yet. So 2 B's, 4 A's. That's the only word with an S. I don't know whether to go with prowl or basic. I think I'm gonna do prowl. I think I feel more confident about prowl being a correct answer than basic. The problem is, when you start the Octordle with the words from the Quordle, you're using 4 words already. You only have 13 guesses for 8 words, so you can only have 5 guesses that are not an answer. And we've used 4. So if we guess a word here, basic or prowl, and it's not one of the answers, then the rest of them have to be correct. And we've got a lot of words here that we don't have much information on. I mean, we've only got the T here, we've only got the H and the T here. Which makes me think I need to guess something just with 5 new letters, but... So, maybe that... I'm talking myself into trying... Now, if I do something with 5 new letters, we know it's gonna be our last wrong guess. So it uses up our last wrong guess, but it gets us more new information. I think I'm gonna go with it because it's checking the R for prowl. It's checking the C and the I for basic. And a couple of other good letters. Yeah, let's do cried. Okay, so it's gonna be basic. Okay, good. Which did find the B and the A there, so that was huge, yep. Now over here, did we get the R? We did, so I think it's, yeah, we know it's P-R-O something L. Yeah, let's go with prowl. Okay, good, it's prowl. Now did the W, okay, there's a W over here, that was super helpful. So this is body, okay. This one we've got C, H, T, E, and R. We've got all the letters. We just gotta do the anagram. So we could do C-H or T-H. Wretch, I think would work. Wretch would work. Yeah, I think it's gotta be wretch. Okay, wretch, good. Good, this is going well so far. Cried was a good idea. This one here, we've got the R-I-C, there is a T. Probably trick. What else could it be? If it's T-R-I-C, I think it's gotta be trick, and otherwise it has to be R-I-C-T. I think it's gotta be trick. Okay, good. Very nice. We're gonna adjust things over there a little bit so we can see all of our guesses. There we go. Lights coming. The sun is moving and shining in the window more, so it's making me really bright. All right, we've got 3 words left. We got 4 guesses left. Oh, wait, how do we have? No, 3 guesses. 3 words and 3 guesses. I don't know how to count apparently. So what do we got here? We've got heavy. Ooh, heavy would be good there. Is there something else it could be? I mean, the E, heavy seems really good. Heavy seems really good there. Over here, we've got AI. Oh, it's Harry. It's Harry. Harry, which will check the H for the position of the H. We already know there's an H, but I think it has to be Harry. Yeah, Harry. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think it's H-E. It's either H-E-A something Y, which I think has to be heavy with the letters we have left, or it's this, but. Yeah, it's gotta be heavy. Heavy, okay. And then, let's get our last guess on the screen there we go. This we've got E. Man, we're coming down to jelly, aren't we? Are we really gonna guess jelly? I can't believe we haven't done an N. Is Nelly a word? It's a name. Nelly is a word. I don't think I want to guess Nelly, though. I think jelly is a better guess than Nelly. Yeah, I think there's probably... I think Nelly... Well, Nelly is obviously a word. Let me type in. I think felly could be a word. Yeah, I think I got to go with jelly. I mean, when there's several options and it's your last guess, you've got to guess the word that's the least obscure because it has the most chance of being on the word list, on the answer list. I choose not to look at the answer list. I know some people know words that are on the answer list and not. I choose not to know that. So I just have to guess the word that I feel like is the most likely to be on the answer list, which I think is jelly. Is the answer jelly? Yes, it was jelly. All right, there we go. Okay, so we won the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle, although all 3 of them felt a little bit iffy today. Now, I feel like this Octordle wouldn't have been so bad if I'd had a little bit better start. If I didn't use the Quordle words to start, it would have been easier, I think. But still some interesting stuff in here. We've got a W, we've got 2 words starting with a B, another W, jelly with a J, heavy with the V, so we've got a K. So we're using a lot of letters today, so there you go. Let me know how you did with these Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle. And if you haven't seen my newest video over on my other channel, link in the description and up above there where you can go check that out. And be sure to like and subscribe to both channels, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Here's an interesting question. Which song has spent the most time at number 2 on the Billboard Top 100?
without
okay.
making it to
that was
number
really
1.
good. On the left, awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L and T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. Alphabet. There we go. That's a good one.